Have you guys heard of Eric? And I'm not talking about tits in the sky. I just came up with that on the fly. I'm fucking funny, dude. I'm talking about a YouTuber. He's a derivative of Mr. Beast, kind of. Over the top, energetic, challenge videos and stuff. These kind of videos. We got walking on water prank. I cross America in a perfect straight line. Remember this one? They can be good videos. They can also be really annoying. I find them really annoying in terms of the energy and stuff. He also looks like me, so I just don't want you guys to get confused on who we're shitting on. That's not me, okay? That's him. Get that through your brain. That's not me, that's him.
This is one of my best friends trying his hardest not to laugh. That's because today I'm recreating one of the most popular types of videos on the internet, but because I'm not like a basic YouTuber.
Not a basic YouTuber. Well, I'm here to show you that he is a basic YouTuber, but because he fakes his content. Yippee yoo-hoo, who would have thought he faked his content? Oh my God, this is so earth-shattering. Who gives a fuck? I give a fuck, all right? I'd be fine if he just said, hey, it's not real. But he's got clips of him saying, I go to great lengths not to fake my content.
How's Eric? Fake videos. This question triggers me because of the lengths that we go to make sure that videos are not faked.
And he has had a few.
That clip will look so stupid by the time we're done this. Clarifying Gunner here, I'm reacting to a YouTube creator named Soggy Cereal who has done all this research and has made 3 videos on Eric now. This is a reaction to the most recent one, which I find the most damning, going over multiple videos being faked of his with proof. I did also react to the first video he did on Eric, where he goes over his 30-day vlog challenge thing, and he goes over how that's fake. It was a little harder to follow, and my chat was stoned the whole time, so I uploaded that reaction to a different channel called Gunner TV Uncut. A channel that's not about my penis, but a place where I'll throw unedited stream segments that don't make the cut for this channel over there. Enough explaining, go sub to Soggy Cereal. Thank you for letting me react to this, and enjoy and watch, and let's do this.
So about a month ago, I exposed Eric, one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform.
We just saw this. You guys remember? Or your tiny weed brain already made you forget. You know that devil's lettuce is gonna kill you.
I showed irrefutable evidence and undeniable proof of how this huge 15 million subscriber YouTuber successfully lied to his viewers for 30 days straight to get that sweet increased December ad revenue and increase his merch sales.
Only making a limited quantity of these and they are gone forever.
And it did nothing. It did spread some awareness, but all that did was force Eric to leave some vague comments.
Oh, this is on his video. Oh, I missed this. Yo, appreciate the feedback. We are out shooting the series as we speak, but as I mentioned in the videos, some of them were shot before the series, so we could give ourselves a head start to edit and make the vids as good as possible. Biggest lesson is to more clearly communicate, uploading every day while I travel around the world. Yeah, you should clarify that. I think I could have been more clear in the exact constraints for sure. Appreciate the feedback a bunch and hope you guys enjoy the back half of the series. That's such a fucking, like, fuck you. Yo, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
Probably written by his PR team. Is what I thought at first, until I received a private message from a huge YouTuber who—
This is not me. I know. You guys probably think it's me. Hey, good. I mean, no, it's not. Hey, yo, are you active with this account? I've got some info for you. Your Eric video, but it has to be anonymous. As much as I love the guy as a friend, I can't and don't condone the amount of degree to which he fakes his things for content. Now we're getting spicy, all right? We're talking about people that are friends with him saying, hey, fuck his shit.
who shared his frustration with Eric, not just for faking his biggest challenges for the past.
It really pains me to do this, but he's just gone too far. Faking this much is lying to your audience about it.
And then a few days later, I received a—
I think if you could drop a bombshell establishing the pattern evidence, it's better for it to be fully researched and polished. Yep.
message from another YouTuber.
Another YouTuber. Still not me. Holy shit, I was so happy to finally hear someone talk about Eric faking his
And
videos.
then another, eventually receiving a DM from Normie saying that him and
Not
other
Normie.
big YouTubers—
I don't know who the fuck that is. I know the 38 miles of ice videos are all fake too, but the fact some big YouTubers call it air racking it when they see fake shit makes me think probably at least half of them are fake / have faked elements in them. That's cool.
Not only has he been faking the biggest challenges for the past few years that made him popular in the first place, no, he also doxed someone and lied about giving away money during COVID, and that's pretty fucked up. This is going to be my last
It would
video
be
on
pretty
Eric
fucked
though,
up.
because I do
Lay
not
the evidence
want
on
to
me.
milk him. I do not want to be known as the Eric Milker, because that sounds disgusting.
Leave my message to Soggy Cereal on this was, don't be afraid to milk it. That's how the cereal gets soggy. Words of encouragement. You're welcome, buddy. Keep it up.
About his ice bike challenge, a 2-video series which raked in a total of 15 million views, by far his biggest challenge and most popular one at the time of release. The entire premise of the challenge is built on the charitable act of our selfless hero Eric, risking his life traveling over 38 miles of ice trying to get to a small town called The Angle, which had a completely ravaged economy because of COVID and zero tourism as a result. This town got it so bad that the authorities had to make a special and super dangerous ice road just to connect the town back to society. It was so dangerous.
So apparently somebody fell through the ice on an ATV and they're on a rescue mission right now.
But I guess where we see human tragedy, well, Eric sees the potential for views and money.
That's so funny. Oh, it's really, really difficult to get to this town society that's doing really badly. That sounds like a really good YouTube challenge. Now, if he gives them a lot of money, I mean, maybe it's better, but Soggy claims that that's not the case, so let's see.
You just shower them in cash, dude.
Less if he faked this entire challenge, which would mean that he'd lie about donating money as a multi-millionaire. And that's really messed up. Well,
Average 4.29 million a year. Man, I'm trying to estimate off the top of my head for how much money this guy makes. He makes 10K a day. At least.
So before they start the challenge, they first go to the northernmost point in the US.
You know, I'm a really good geography whiz, so that would be North Carolina.
See those cabins over there? Well, I need you guys to help me out, be my co-detectives, and remember what they look like, because they'll be very important later on. After assembling the bikes, they get on the icy lake via the sneaky entrance they found as close as possible to the angle. They fuck around on the ice for a bit, and their tricycle falls through the ice into the lake, and their other bike breaks.
Look at this.
So they go back to their resort to hire a private pilot and private plane so they can fly to the angle.
I have a friend who
I'm going to bet 100% that was always the plan. There's no way these fuckers were gonna bike 39 miles.
According to an internal source who worked on
The same big YouTuber, I have all this info from blank, who was actually there for the filming. I could probably put you in touch with him too. They made a group chat with the guy who also filmed this challenge video. What up, gang? This guy I was telling you about. P.S. Do you have another name than Soggy? And he says, basically, tell him everything that was fake in the OG Angles video. I mentioned the pilot situation as well. I would literally need to rewatch the video and make an entire list. The guy who filmed this fucking video is now saying he would have to rewatch and he'll make a list. After spending time with him, all his videos make 0 sense. He upload bullshit, doesn't make sense either.
This pilot absolutely did not want his identity leaked in this video. He wanted his face blurred, his voice altered, and obviously his name held private. Eric even acknowledges this in his own video.
you wouldn't be able to put him in the video.
He wants us to blur his face.
Well, can you guess what Eric did?
To hide his identity, we agreed to call him.
He used the real name of the pilot as fake name of the pilot.
Well, why? Why even do that? His name has to be something so generic that Eric just forgot. And he's like, we're going to call this guy, Kevin. We're going to call him Kevin.
I'm not going to leak the name of the pilot. I'm going to censor it out of respect for him. But you can still find it in Eric's video. I mean, they fucking chant it over and over again.
Kevin, Kevin, our legal pilot, Kevin, Kevin.
When you know that there are only a handful of private pilots in that exact area, then, well, leaking his name is like showing his pilot's license on screen. So much so that to prove a point, I just googled the name of the pilot with the location that they filmed this entire video in, which I'll go into more later on, and I instantly found the pilot.
Yeah, that's gotta be pretty easy. If you're talking about a pilot that does like a seaplane to remote islands, there's only a handful of them.
They also keep trash talking the pilot for some reason and just bullying him.
Plane barely works.
Come on.
Or shit on his plane?
He's like talking up all this game about how sick he is at flying planes. Tries to start it, doesn't start.
Which,
Y'all shitting on his plane, man?
is also completely disrespectful fake bullshit.
Used his real name and shat on his plane.
This clip
Come on, stupid plane. Come on, why don't you start? God damn it. Fuck.
Well, it's
Okay, that plane isn't
completely
working.
altered. See, this isn't what the pilot said. Eric asked someone to
Okay, so now we're saying the voice of him saying stupid plane was faked? That does actually sound like a really weird audio, or really like weird things to say if your plane wasn't working. That would be something I might say. Stupid plane. But a real pilot, I don't think they would say that. This is the filmer guy again, talking about the pilot. That pilot, he's got hella beef with Eric. After the video got released, and the company basically hates him because he made it seem like the plane wouldn't start. It's a Beaver plane. It starts 100% of the time, every time with no issues. And the voice in the background of the pilot getting mad at the plane, that was someone else. Eric made someone else text him a voice memo. That is so fucked up. Let's make this guy who's doing us a favor, flying us in illegally for our video for YouTube. Let's dub him over as a stupid fucking pilot, and let's say his name.
Anyway, after doxing and bullying the pilot some more like a fucking douchebag,
Ask God for permission to plane the plane.
Turns to Eric and says, how do I fly this thing?
I don't believe any of that shit either then. If they fake dubbed the fucking stupid plane thing, I don't think the pilot asked him, how do I fly this?
they finally take off and land in the angle.
Now that we admitted to the angle, as I had previously mentioned, the goal was to empty the entire Iraq bank account in order to give back to the lack of tourism in the angle.
The entire Iraq bank account. I would love to see what that number is.
So first of all, they paid a few $1,000s for these extremely nice cabin. Wait a second.
Hold on a second. I'm not high like most of my chat. I remember those cabins being in the US before they took the plane over to the Canadian town. Am I right, Soggy? Lay it on me.
These look like the same cabins as where they assembled the ice bikes. These are the exact same cabins in the same exact resort as where they assembled the ice bikes. Called the Sportsman Lodge Resort, which isn't located in the angle, but in Wheeler's Point, Baudette, a town 200,000
So
feet
why lie
away
about
from
this?
the angle. Yeah, Eric. I know about the Sportsman Lodge Resort. You sweating yet? See, they do this entire bullshit angle cabin tour. When going through online pictures of the Sportsman Lodge Resort in Baudette, you can see that their cabins have the exact same interior design, bed sheets, windows, benches, fireplace, and wood as the cabins Eric lies about renting in the angle. Actually, everything he shows from now on is just part of this luxurious vacation resort 200,000 feet away from the angle.
With our stomachs completely full of angular food.
Why lie about this? What's the point? Did the angle suck so much that they just couldn't get any usable footage?
Just take a look around and you tell me, guys.
They were sitting at this exact table.
We proceeded to the arcade.
Oh my god, a special angle arcade? What's next? An indoor swimming pool?
We found the mecca of the angle. 2 words for you. Heated pool.
Wow, that's crazy and such a coincidence that this exact shot of the angle swimming pool perfectly lines up with this shot of the swimming pool in the Sportsman Lodge Resort in Baudette. You can even see the same arcade up there. What are the chances?
The angle. We're here. I mean, it looks kind of like everywhere else we were, but
Well, yeah, of course it does, dummy. You landed in the exact same airport as you took off from.
So the pilot took them and just dropped them back off?
When I almost forgot about this, but they threw a 200-pound tricycle in that lake and almost got their tour guide fired.
The guy almost got fined. He purposely dropped the bike in the lake. Would have lost his guide license and business for 5 years. Just for a plot line for the YouTube video, let's fucking lose the bike.
By the end, we'd spend about $10,000.
You never risked your life to then selflessly spend $10,000 to support the struggling people in the angle. No, you spent $10,000 on a luxurious vacation resort.
So that was, oh, that makes it so much worse, dude. Now that I'm remembering that. So the idea of spending money in the angle, if we remember back, is because tourism was low because COVID struck it, as it struck everywhere. So people weren't traveling. So his idea is that we're going to do everything we can to travel into the angle and spend money on retreats, hotels, and whatever. $10,000. Just spend it in the US.
Bullying and doxing a private pilot, lying about financially supporting the suffering locals from the angle with $10,000,
Empty my bank
and
account.
throwing a fucking 200-pound bike in their lake? Almost
Hey man, relax with the fucking. I'm 200 pounds. It's not that much. Some might say, fucking only 200 pounds, you know?
Well, at first I thought you were just another YouTuber gone greedy, but at this point I'm starting to think that you're a fucking douchebag.
Hey, Soggy Cereal, I'm an Iraq fan, and I've got a bullet for you.
Oh my God,
Baghdad
Scumbag Dad,
cameo.
please don't shoot me. I was just showing all of this irrefutable evidence of how Eric has been lying to his fans.
Double and give it to the next person.
You want me to double this already damning evidence by having me expose him for faking an even bigger challenge and then give that to the next person?
Yeah.
Alright, I can do that.
Scumbag Dad
Because
scares
it
me.
still gets worse.
Still gets worse.
Going through America in a perfectly straight line is probably Eric's most well-known challenge.
I'm standing at the northern border of America, and I'm gonna cross the entire country in a perfectly straight line. If I ever step outside this line, the video's over, I lose.
One of the challenges his channel has been built on, a foundation for his integrity as a creator.
Not faked, unscripted, completely real. We'll like reshoot entire videos. We have people living in separate houses so that information isn't shared between myself and my friends. Like, we go so far to make sure that
Still so funny that his fucking one of his filmers just like said everything.
With articles written about it, getting tens of millions of views, and another limited merch plug, of course.
This custom Iraq Across America uniform.
Merch, baby.
Top link in the description.
And oh my God, is it one of the worst, most chaotically faked Iraq videos I have ever seen. And I've seen a lot of Iraq videos. Now that I think of it,
Soggy.
Eric really has something with faking these straight line challenges. I mean, just like with all of his other challenges, he makes damn sure to let the viewer know how much he cares for the integrity of his channel and the legitimacy of the challenge.
This is 100% legit. We cannot leave the line for food, gas, bathroom breaks. It all has to stay on the line.
Where are we gonna poop? You know I poop a lot.
It has to stay on the line.
And so, to make it even possible, he gives himself and his team a 0.5 mile buffer on each side of the line.
Half-mile buffer zone on either side to avoid trespassing and make sure this mission is actually possible.
Which is just another blatant manipulation tactic to make this challenge seem more legit. It is scary how comfortable this guy is lying to his entire audience no matter how big it gets.
You know, I think that's kind of a pussy move, actually, to make your buffer zone half a mile, maybe 10 feet, you know? Half a mile.
He also left a link to this very legitimate route he definitely took in the description of his video.
So that you guys know this is 100% legit, I actually put the map to this route in the description. You can go try for yourself if you want.
Which, surprise, is just another bluffing manipulation tactic to make it seem like this challenge was done legitimately. Because you knew that no one would ever test out this route, but luckily we don't have to, because Eric nor his editors could hide a lie from me, even if their lives depend.
This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part.
So see this daycare over here? Well, this daycare is at the start of his route, and he's driving down this road on the line. But now in the next shot where they're doing something very risky. Oh no, Eric, watch out! He's gonna fall off the line and you're gonna fail the challenge. No! If you weren't already 20 miles off the line at this point.
20 freaking miles? 20 freaking miles? I thought it was only half a mile buffer. What the fuck?
Which I could identify by the billboards in the back, the structure of the sign, and conveniently enough on Route 29, an interstate highway which goes south throughout multiple states. Now, it would be a shame if instead of taking his 100% legitimate route in the description,
So that you guys know this is 100% legit, I actually put the map to this route in the description.
Eric just drove a huge part of the challenge down this highway, 20 miles off of the line, taking away any part of the challenge. Well, I lied. The sign is 40 miles off of the line.
Oh, that hit me like a truck as it just hit you. Soggy, you son of a bitch, you got me. 20 miles, some of you been like, you know, that's what he's lying, but you know, 20 miles. 40 miles? That's a lot. You just started the challenge. This is Eric's GPS line that he links, which is, again, so funny that he just puts it out there. Here's the line. You can track our journey. It's right here in the description. Here's our Google Map line. We're all the way over here taking pictures of the South Dakota sign.
This gas station they stumble upon, which is just barely outside of the line, and thus they have to send their cameraman after gas because, well, Eric can't cross the line to get to the gas station.
Out of the line. So we got our cameraman Max here. You're technically not on the challenge. I need you to go to that gas station, fill up gas, and bring it back. Bye, buddy.
The lengths we were going to stay.
Well, that gas station is in Watertown, just next to Route 29, 30 miles off of the line.
Oh, it's so lame, dude. It's so lame to be a YouTuber of this caliber and make up bullshit like that. The line's right here, guys. The line's right here. We can't get gas. We're taking this so seriously. This is what I was talking about before, is that when you're setting up, when you're doing these YouTube videos, you know they pre-plan, like, the plot. This is a plot line. This is in their script. Oh, we're gonna have to struggle to get gas. It's gonna be right outside the line. At least plan ahead there being a gas station somewhat out of reach. Because you got crazy motherfuckers like Soggy Cereal on your ass, Eric. This is the internet, buddy.
You wanna know what else is in Watertown? Power Sports Evolutions, where Eric hires squad bikes because they have to go through a forest, also they can stay on the line.
You might be wondering why you would cross a frozen swamp in the middle of the night. It's for the line!
But also, this forest obstacle they talk about, well, it doesn't even exist. See, I knew that the editors of Eric were only going to show him allegedly driving over screenshots of the route they linked in the description to make the video seem more legit. But I couldn't find this area anywhere along that route until I finally realized that his editors just turned this section on the map upside down and then photoshopped the forest on top of it.
You can count on me to not fake videos.
Then they do a limited merch plug.
This custom Eric Across America uniform. It's available for 72 hours.
Plugging limited merch for an entirely fake
And
challenge.
merch looks like shit.
Classic Eric move.
I did say the same thing for my merch last year. I said this is going to be limited merch, but you know what? I meant it. I just forgot. It was supposed to be. And here we are a year and a half later, and guess what? It's still there. Technically, it is still limited, just to a year and a half of time to buy it.
Well, this can't get much worse, right? Because I already got him red-handed doxing and bullying someone, edited fake voiceovers over people,
Come on. Stupid plan.
lied about giving $10,000 to a struggling town's economy,
Just shower them in cash.
polluting the environment and almost getting someone fired,
I can't hold this, guys. I can't.
It's gone.
just in the span of 2 of his challenges. Well, guess what? I noticed that Eric uploaded a third and separate video also about getting to the angle.
The angle is our destination.
Back to the angle, baby.
And once again, he doesn't go to the actual angle.
Why do they hate the angle so much? Why don't they go there? Is it really hard? Like, why do they stop? Go to the angle, Eric. Just go to the angle. What's your angle about the angle? I can't figure it out.
How is no one keeping this absolute menace to society accountable? Even worse, he's getting collabs with YouTubers like Mr. Beast and Ryan Trahan who actually do care about the integrity of their challenges. They probably just aren't aware of Eric's scummy behavior, and they really should join my Discord, and so should you, so you can all keep up to date with my video. I also left a link to all of the proof and more in the description of this video, and if you enjoyed my Eric trilogy, then subscribe to my channel and watch some of my other videos to become part of my cereal bowl, so we can become the largest cereal bowl on YouTube and I can absorb all of your fibers and nutrients.
It's an interesting premise for your subs. I mean, at least he's calling them something. Well, I call you guys, you people. That was...
When it comes to sad, pathetic things on the internet...
Charlie, stop talking about me. Good job, Soggy. That was a great video, honestly. I think the second one was better than the first in terms of compiling and keeping it together. But yeah, good research altogether, honestly. Sub to Soggy Cereal if this makes a YouTube video, and thanks for watching. Do I ever say thanks for watching? Fuck off.